Well, hello there guys, welcome back. As always, my name is Leyzar, and today we're gonna have a quick look at the Zakti, the brand new secondary weapon. Well, it's not exactly brand new, the upgraded secondary weapon that came with Nezha Prime. What? No fancy intros? Well, this is about as fancy as it gets, if you really think about it. But that's not important. What is important? How the Zakti functions. This is a projectile-based weapon, as you can see. The projectile will stick to enemies and surfaces, and after a short delay, it will detonate in a gas cloud, dealing gas damage, as you can see. You can fire it pretty quickly, it's got a quick reload, but a magazine of only 8, so you can do something like so. Keep in mind that the weapon right now is unmodded, and that's how the Zakti functions. Let's have a closer look at stats to see exactly what we're dealing with. If your mod capacity is not 60 out of 60, then jump into actions, plug in the auto catalyst, double your mod capacity. Now my Zakti has been formatted a total of 4 times. Yes, I bled and suffered to format this one 4 times for the weapon build. I'm not recommending you this weapon, you will see why that is. But if you still want to build it, 2 format should be enough. Should you unlock the weapon Exilus or Plexilus slot? Yes and no. What you could go for is lethal momentum. Not a bad idea, but to be honest, it's not really worth it overall. Ammo shouldn't be a concern, steady hands is not a concern. Perhaps targeting subsystems if you're weird and kooky and you want that, there's nothing wrong in that. Accuracy 26.7, critical chance 8%. Wow, what a massive upgrade. In fact, let's have a look at the old Zakti, so you can understand why I'm so displeased. Critical chance from 2% to 8%. Yay! So from irrelevant to still irrelevant. 1.5x. Critical multiplier 1.x. Fantastic. Status chance. This is a big buff. Big buff, mama. I likes it big. 42% instead of 20%. The reload, however, is up to 1 second instead of 0.8. But considering the magazine went up to 8 instead of 3, that's totally fine. The damage also went up from 80 to 100. So that's what? 22%, 25, 22, 23, something like that. You know why I never reviewed the Zakti? It's not that I don't like it. Take a look at the design. Beautiful, beautiful weapon. I like the thing, the red thing that's like the flag. It's beautiful. But the problem was the Zakti was always used only as a primer for condition overload. And it works fantastically well considering it's a one-handed weapon. You can put a glaive or whatever else one-handed weapon, whatever combo you want to make. So I was hoping that maybe for the Zakti Prime, they did something special and upgraded it so it can stand on its own 2 feet and not just be a primer for condition overload. Wrong. What else we got? Riven disposition 1 out of 5 for all brand new weapons in Warframe. Take a look, I do has Riven. I didn't roll it because I didn't bother with the weapon. Sorry, it's simply not worth it. But, hold on. If you want to use it as a tool, as use the normal Zakti, this one is a lot more prettier. So there you go, I guess that's an upgrade of sorts. Hey, you know what? There is an upgrade. What's the problem? So you saw the damage, it's gas total, embedded delay 1 second. So after the projectile lands, you got 1 second until the big explosion. 3.8 big. And you can go with a thing that increases your, this thing, 24% blast radius, and it's gonna go to 4.7. Is it worth? Nah, not really. Now let's mod the weapon, shall we? Well, damage is a must. You gotta go. Magnum Force is fine considering that you got the cloud. Even if you do lose the accuracy, it's fine. Lethal momentum, you don't need it. You can put targeting subsystems here if the accuracy is not enough. But again, the explosion is pretty big. You can't go crit. You can't go crit bomb. I mean, you could if you really tried. Tell me what you want, what you really... That's honestly not worth, from my humble point of view. And from a mathematical perspective, you could go for it. More multi-shot. Multi-shot always good on everything. Yes, except rocket launchers. I think it was the Penta that stopped at 5 and then refused to launch anymore until it was detonated. Lethal torrent, why? Because of multi-shot, essentially. So you got all the damage. Well, actually, you can get more damage. Auger Pact, is it worth? Nah. Not really. Oh, yes, statuses now. All the statuses. What can we have on this? You guys want Prime Heated Charge. I'm not even going to bother with a new player build. Fine, Prime Heated Charge. If you really want to go for it. From my humble point of view, it's not worth it. Let's go Corrosive Prime Heated Charge. We're going to go with Jolt and Pistol Pestilence. We're going to go like that with 2 60 mods. You can even put Scorch on. You got 3 60 mods. How fantastic is that? And all that heat and all that corrosive. Let's see how the weapon performs now, shall we? Make sure we're not cheating with Warframe buffs, even though this weapon needs all the bloody cheats in the world. Corrosive projection. Nah, corrosive projection again. There we go. That I will not do anything for it, shall it? Yeah, of course. Level 120 corrupted heavy goons as per usual, my friend. Let's keep on firing these. I emptied an entire magazine AoE fashion. It took like 20%, 50% off of this guy because of the procs and this guy. And I can do this and do a lot of damage. And I can carpet bomb. if I want to like that. But again, as before, this is ideal as a primer for condition overload. Keep in mind that right now I am blasting these targets with corrosive and heat, which is fantastic versus heavily armored targets, which these guys, girls, are. So that's the kind of performance you can expect out of the Zakti. For a prime, to be honest, is a little bit underwhelming. But if again you want to use it as a tool, that's basically all you need. You can just build more statuses on it. Yes, more statuses, and that's pretty much it. Now, of course, when it comes to the actual build, you don't necessarily need to go for this setup in specific, but keep in mind that your primary advantage on the Zakti is going to be status chance. Then you simply play with the elements that you want on the weapon. Perhaps you can even go with more damage. You might say something, hold on, Leyzar, you have too much heat on the weapon, you should go for more corrosive. You are absolutely right, I can go for a 90 mod, or I can go for Auger Pact. Let's just use Auger Pact for once. I never get to use it because it's so not great. There you go. Let's go with Auger Pact, now I'm gonna have more corrosive on the weapon. Boom, 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 mama. Take a look at all that proc, mama. Proc it like it's hot. Proc it like it's So yeah, that's the kind of performance you can expect out of the Zakti Prime. To be honest, I was expecting more. I was expecting a gimmick, something like the Piranha Prime has, when you pull out another Piranha and it's cool for a couple of seconds. Granted, it's not super ultra mega powerful. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be cool. This one doesn't have anything cool, and at the end of the day, the Zakti Prime still remains nothing more but a primer for condition overload. Hey, or at least that's my 2 cents on the weapon. As always, my name has been Leyzar. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And if you got any feedback for me, by all means, drop it in the comment section down below. Until next time, my friends. Well, not so fast there, Leyzar. You're telling me you're not gonna test viral in a viral meta? Pasha, Leyzar. Pasha. Very well, here's your viral. Pistol Pestilence, Frostbite, Scorch, and Heated in your charge. Now, the reason why I didn't want to bother you with this setup is because I already showed you Corrosive and Heat, which against Corrupted Heavy Goons, which are equipped with Ferrite armor, should theoretically at least, be a little bit better. But perhaps you fine ladies and gentlemen are fans of carpet bombing. Geronimo Mama! This is the kind of performance you can expect, as before. It's not gonna be a huge difference either way. And if you're heading down to Deimos with viral, then don't say I didn't warn you. Bye-bye.